And this will also give us a good kind of indication of how NiP are going to do when they come up against the likes of your Liquids, when they come up against the likes of your G2, because right now, we weren't too impressive overall what we've seen from NiP. Today, yes, was better, but it still went to overtime, and they lost the Giants earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you're performing, I guess it's like you don't want to go for that transitive property too much. Like, if you beat these guys, they beat them, you'll beat them. It's not how it always works.
Definitely not.
But I definitely agree. It is a good indication. It's a good thing to draw some
just to see where they're
from.
at right now.
Absolutely. And there's always the thing we can come back to and say, well, maybe NIP weren't treating the first game like it was, the major final or something. But the reality is they should have, even without coming in 100% focused and ready to go, they should have done better than they did. 100%.
Ooh.
A difference. Okay. This is curious. So
what do Liquid normally play on Split?
So they've changed it up a lot. They've been experimenting with different lineups, but Reyna, it has featured here a little bit, but not for the most part. We saw them take it when they were Fish 1, 2, 3, just a little
Giants
while ago.
pick as well.
I'm quite surprised that they've gone in for that. Generally, you'll be looking. I mean, the last time they played this was when Scream was maining Breach, so this is a completely different approach to the game overall, not just to the map. Ever since then. Like it has been last week and a half. At this point, I might almost say that they're just going to play Reyna on every map if this is how they're going.
Could be, yeah. They might have seen, right, that in their scrims, in the matches they've been playing recently, that Reyna is the way forward. Very interesting, though. Especially to see Reyna played on a map like Split. How are they going to do this setup? I guess, yeah, Scream towards mid. Okay, makes sense. You got the Sage and the Raze on A. Cypher, obviously, on B itself. No, but yeah, so Omen and Reyna mid. That is scary, Mitch.
Mm-hmm. So generally, this is actually where you'll have your Raze playing mid, because it's just such a choke point angle. You can get so much done with it. And supporting over towards the A site, though, also makes a lot of sense. You have a fast rotate through. You're not going to need to rotate all the way to middle, because Cryptix, he's the one that's getting pressured. Scream's here to support him. Gets the heal up to give him full armor in this pistol round. Going for a little bit more, but just can't land those shots. Luckily not being returned onto him. And in the back of the site now, there's an Omen that's 1 HP.
Literally 1 HP as well, but they can't finish him off. Oh, that's a great nade from Soulcast. Link's in there as well. They seal it all completely in. They lock it down. They manage to make it work. And Liquid get the pistol with 3 alive. Scream is just so naughty when you're facing off against him like this, Mitch.
He is. He's a naughty boy, that's for sure.
He's just like, oh, yep, I'll just heal up to full armor. Why not? I'll get away with it.
That's the problem with facing off against a Reyna in the pistol round, especially. If she does find a kill, she's just going to wreck you. Especially, I know a lot of players, I've seen a lot of Reynas, that's towards the start of the Reyna meta, kind of coming up and then fading away pretty quickly, when everyone thought she was OP. Just go into those pistol rounds without any armor at all. Because if you get the blinds up, and then you focus in towards getting a pistol upgrade, you can actually do a lot of damage. As long as you find that first engagement, you're full health and full shields anyways.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Now just going to be pistols here for Giants. Pushing their way up mid. Soulcast can hear what's going on. Nade out. It's going to force them back for now. Boombot's the follow-up. He's got a Phantom as well. He can't afford to use it. Eccles gets one. But that Jet very fast. Link is there quickly on the defense. They're making sure they don't get too much control, but they do have mid. Oh, that slow's actually perfect, stopping them on the wires. And Soulcast can just hold, wait it out. Nicely done. Easy clap. Nade going to go out as well. He expects another one to be there, looking to do some more damage. Ooh, Donk though. He does have that aim. And Link's got to go quickly get back and get that Phantom if he can, but it looks like picked up by someone else, so at least it's been saved over.
I feel like if I'm getting ahead of myself here. In 2 years' time, if we're getting like massive Valorant tournaments, and the way in some games they do like sprays on a map if you have a sick play and stuff like that. If Donk does well enough, makes it to a top level tournament, wrecks everybody, I feel like they should add an option in his game only, where when you hit a headshot, it just goes donk. Like, that would be fine. Rather than it's just donk, donk, donk. It'd be great.
I think that'd be really annoying after a while.
They could just do it for April Fools or something.
Oh, he's been spotted. Eccles Didn't manage to tuck himself away. Does teleport out, though, to give himself a slight way out.
Escape isn't the Houdini play. Get out if things go wrong.
How much do you put on the mid control here on Splix? When we watched G2 and FPX, they were not as over-committing to it, right? You saw that on the executes. It wasn't completely mid-round based. They would start there. They would look to try and take some control, but we saw more of them direct-sighted, especially from FPX. They were really favoring that B site.
Oh, hold on. This is about to erupt into a big play. We can come back to that point in a second, but Solkas, look, the paranoia came through, but he dodged it just about. The nade going to push them into the open. That's an easy... Oh, it's not easy kill. The nade got in the way of it, so Xer's able to take him down and now put it into a... Not a man advantage, but take that one back away from their opponents. They look to move right on in towards the site. There's just one player locked in there for the moment, and he's taken out in 1-for-1 trades. The support's already in play, but they're blocked out completely. A jet smoke goes down just to make sure of that, and the plant will be secured by Yuri. 3v3 retake. And okay, you've got low HP on a player, but there you go. The heal pops straight away. Xer's back up to 100, and the res comes through before the wall's broken up above.
I like the res on that as well. Makes perfect sense. Just ensure you get this round. This is your pick. Scream gone down as well. Only Eccles left. He's just scoped, hoping someone's going to fall into his crosshair. But also, if he wants to hold on to that weapon, he should start to back away. Giant's going to evacuate the site. And they'll get their first round on the first gun round, the all-important one as well. So already showing us something a little bit better, right? Starting stronger earlier.
Well, I found, wasn't it the eco that they got, I think, round 4?
They had a pistol on 4.
And then they just got wrecked immediately in the previous one. It's one round earlier that they start. Can they consistently do it? Can they bring it forward?
Oh no, 2 rounds earlier, mate, 'cause it was 4-1.
Oh, okay.
Right here.
Quick math.
Quick math. But for Split, I mean, you'll remember back to the day when we'd be looking at like solid 9-3 defensive sides, and we were like, yep, that's about right. That's good.
Here.
Oh, yes.
Used to be so defense-sided. I love what they've done with it. It's much more accessible now. I still put a lot of pressure in towards holding it. Oh, no! Look at this! They're just being torn apart. Link given all the room.
Good.
He hasn't been shot at one. He's been hit by 1 bullet. That was it. He dealt with that player, and then everyone else just ignored him. The push down to get an extra weapon. Scream now ready to swing if he needs to. The Boombot had him, but so did Link for a 4K and a res. That's just ridiculous. He got the res for free, basically, in that round alone.
4K, a res. Scream got a gun from it as well. Multiple, what was 4 headshots out of that?
Yep. Yep. Literally.
Link's aim is ridiculous as well, right? This is the scary part of them. 1.
No one else shot
2,
him.
3.
One player shot him that whole round. They shot 1 bullet and they were dead. That's ridiculous.
He didn't give him any time, any chances. All right, John, but what you got for us?
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Get out of my way!
Oh no, he's been spotted up above.
Cage
He
trigger.
bail out of that smoke now because the recon arrow's finished, but Fatino's looking to catch him as he fades on back. Shoots the pistol, lets them know, hey, look, it's not the jet.
I
Someone
don't
with
have
a classic. It's a player with a classic. Push him. Get a free kill. Oh no, he's missed his
no.
opportunity.
Scream's not going to miss his, though. Oh, the ult went out. Didn't do anything, but Scream and Link, they'll pick up the pieces. They'll continue firing forward. This is no problem at all. The spike carrier's on the floor. And Jomba, he's all that remains. Does have a Vandal in his hands, but I'm guessing as soon as he pokes his head out, Link's going to be ready and waiting for him. Isn't actually able to connect the shots.
Dart goes out, an immediate swing from Cryptics. I will say Solkas' ultimate there, when the showstopper went through, it was essentially just rooting those players. So, they, for example, the Jet, who was just dead on, Fatino like panicked, had to updraft so he didn't get killed by it, and that threw his aim off as he flew up in the air and had to flick over to heaven and get those shots on the players that were just spraying him down. That was kind of unfortunate for him because I feel like he could have gotten a lot done popping that ult up in those pistol rounds. And he had the opportunity, certainly, towards Heaven, but he was pushed back by the nade. Then he tried to get a peek as they crossed, but wasn't in time for it. And then, obviously, Showstopper just puts him out of position.
He's like, oh, nearly. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, again.
His movement was completely controlled by Team Liquid that whole time. He didn't have a chance to get close and really do any damage.
They probably didn't even know they meant to do it either. Nice and fast from Fatino, but it doesn't matter. Scream's there, ready and waiting.
Probably could have healed off that. But Solkos, obviously he wanted to just get out of there in case Solkos died. And so Solkos could just pull back from the commitment. You know you're against pistols. A wide swing like that is dangerous. 2 weapons now could potentially be retrieved by Vodafone Giants. They have lost their Sage, which means that you're going to see Jamba stay down on like 10 HP.
Scream now, though, right on the edge of this. Oh, that's huge. Both headshots delivered.
Great target selection. It's just so...
Oh, lack of bullet, Scream. It started so strong. It looks so good.
Sorry, he's being distracted. Hey, look down at sight. I'm down here. Easy kill for Link. So
That
for
was
Scream,
funny.
when he pushes through that smoke, he was looking at the player in front of him.
And
but
decided.
so
Yep.
quickly realized he's not looking at me, go right. Like, that was insane. We talked about actually earlier on how some players, when you see 2 guys, you'll go, ah, and you'll shoot in the middle.
Here we
You
go.
just
Look,
get so
you get
panicked.
it again.
Yep. Comes
Nope.
through.
Timing. Oh, okay, he was actually more
Yeah,
looking
He was looking right side.
at the Xers, but he still made the right choice, right?
Uh-huh.
Some people would see the player in front of him and just instantly turn over.
Yeah.
Still a good 2 kills regardless, right? How many times do we see that happen to other players? They get one and then they're just killed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes we look too deep into these things, Mitch.
Oh, yeah. The timing was perfect as well, though.
Oh,
When he decided to
definitely.
go through, like, just as the Omen turns his back.
5-1 though. This is, again, a ridiculously good start coming out from Liquid. That drone's going to provide useless information because Soulcast isn't sticking around for much longer.
It's starting to become deja vu at this point. We need to see Giants really return with something. They've managed to find the first kill of the round, but Scream swings through and catches Fatino, who I don't think was even blind by that eye. Now there's a crossfire as well. Both players in upper. Cryptic's ready to just continue on spraying and catch every single player. Oh, Eccles shoots underneath the feet. He's going to be able to just smoke that off, TP to back, and he's nice and safe on an angle with his teammate.
By the way, Eccles hasn't played badly. He's just not had opportunity to have impact with his operator on either map too much.
Opportunity. I love
Lacking the operator opportunity.
There you go. But he's operating on a pretty good level, all things considered.
Until
Not
then.
in that one. All right, let me try help Giants out. There's no way he wins an inlet. I was trying to caster's curse, like reverse curse it. It doesn't work like that, apparently.
It happens when you least want it to. We cannot actually control the simulation. We're just a part of it. It's far out of our control.
Be working the simulation.
That was just beautiful to start off with, though. Fatino with the operator, and Scream's just happy to peek right into it.
Yeah, you'll notice as soon as he gets the kill, right, whenever he goes in invulnerable, he just stands there for a second, just to get that little bit of extra info if they were rushing forward. And obviously you saw them come around the corner, or heard them directly afterwards, one or the other. It was a pretty tight timing. 6-1, 5 in the lead. Liquid are just dominating defense side. I mentioned, you know, the defense is definitely where you would look for Liquid to do the damage in this series, in this game on Split. But it's not like their attacking side is particularly weak either. I think they can definitely, especially against a team like Vodafone Giants, we saw it in the previous map, they can just exploit the fact that individually, I think pretty much every player on this roster, on the Liquid roster, outweighs that of their opponents.
Yeah. Yeah, the head-to-head is a pretty one-sided matchup. Link's in a really good spot here. Boom. Finds himself the first. Has to heal himself up, though. Did take a bit of damage. Oh! Soulcast getting a bit greedy there. Information's going to be passed on. This is not what they would have wanted. Right on the edge of it all. Oh, my God! As if Cryptix gets away with that. 3 kills. Waits perfectly for the Omen. Eccles with the last one. They are just on point. This is just, again, such a one-sided affair.
No,
I reckon they're going to try and just go for the record game.
Let's get it done. The most one-sided game in Liquid history in Valorant.
Here we go again.
It's true. It's
Mitch is
true.
back at it.
Just checking their matches here. I only see one. What's that about?
Oh, yeah.
And FunPlus Phoenix gave them a little bit of a tougher time. Just a tiny bit. Oh no, the wall didn't fully extend. It was too high over the edge, but Link is able to catch one through the broken edge of it. Slows them down as well. Keeps. Oh no!
Oh,
4
wow.
kills. Scream's coming in to steal the ace. Excuse me. That's just ridiculous.
It was all headshots again, and he's got another revive. He's just chilling. Don't even need revives in this game because not enough people are dying.
It's ridiculous, man.
Look, slow down. The wall goes up. He misses half.
If he went on top of that, if he actually went on top of that, he died.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, he's so lucky it
And the
didn't connect.
cage is helping him as well. There's so much going on with this.
Disgusting.
If you're Giants at that point, you just go, GG. Look,
Like, just to be very
one
clear,
death on Link.
just to be really clear, they had weapons. Now they're on an eco. Like this, so this eco's gonna go better. Like if it doesn't go better, I'd be very surprised. That was insane. And you have to try those rounds. For Giants, I'm not even going to critique them too
No.
heavily. Like, you go towards A fast, you get walled off, you break it, you got to look forward for kills. Sure, just individually, they can't win those fights.
There's only so much you can do when you're against a Liquid like this.
Yeah, 100%. It's the thing, it's like, we saw what Giants could do to NIP. They tied, they didn't even lose the game. Like, they were sick in that matchup. It's just the skill disparity is so massive because Liquid are great. A screen misses half a mag, but he eventually connects it, so it's okay.
Oh! He didn't get the Sheriff out in time. Donk will finally be finished off, but they're still got to hunt down this last Sage. Link's the one looking for her. Good information. Yeah, he'll go back to A. Link should be able to get there quicker. Yuri believes he's got a chance. If Yuri checks the wires now, though, there's potential. No, he's just going to go to the site. He's checking every corner as well. He's very cautious. He has no information to play off. This is incredibly hard if you are Yuri. You do have your revive, but you're now nowhere near your teammates because they were all slaughtered in front of you. Interestingly enough, the other two players are staying on B. Yuri goes in for the spike plant. Popped on the floor. He does have the wall still as well. But there you go. Link just is the headshot machine. I'd love to know Link's headshot percentage in this game.
72. That's a guess.
Oh, I was about to say, how did you just pull that out of the air?
I've been counting backs.
Let me just divide the 2 by 10 and add 12 plus
So
1.
that gif of all the like numbers
Yep.
and shapes going by. No,
The
sadly,
square root of Link is this many headshots.
sadly, I'm not that good at maths. I can barely add.
You are pretty good at maths, actually. Don't lie.
Not that good though.
Yeah, I did ask you the impossible question. You'd have to also have a photographic memory.
Yeah. And, but also, you'd have to somehow know how many shots he's firing when we're not watching him. Like, you hear a gunshot in the distance. That doesn't sound like Link's shot. I know what his gun sounds
Every
like.
bullet. Link, Link, Link.
It's donk, donk.
Then when he's spraying, Link, 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 Link.
Oh, God. Do you want to do an Odin?
Oh, God. You just have a guess, and at the very last bullet, it's like, Link.
9-1. Man, this is...
He's 17-1-1.
Jeez, that's
Liquid
ridiculous.
have taken a timeout. Are they just trying
Tactical.
to upset Giants? They're
No,
like,
they need to discuss the strategy banks. This is a very important round. They could find themselves at 9-3 at the half. That's... Ooh, that'd be bad. They need to make sure
Danger.
they get 11.
Hey!
Oh, the
Hi,
teddy bear.
bear.
We've got our teddy bear.
I already have a Harvey bear.
There you go.
And you've got yours in front of you.
Got my little one.
Do you guys have a fun time last night after work?
Oh, yes. Can't talk about it on stream.
Poor bear.
I would bring
I was just
back...
hoping you were going to tell me, like, oh, just Netflix, yeah, you know, watching
I would
some
bring
anime.
back the phrase that you said earlier on, but...
Let's definitely not do that.
Oh,
Tongues were tied.
is that all? Oh, the scores certainly aren't tied up here, Banks. That's what I was getting at.
I like
I'll tell you
this.
that for sure.
Oh, no, I don't
Link just
anymore.
can't get on walls over here. Just stop. Just stop trying.
Link, just shoot. You get headshots,
Yeah.
that's all you need.
It's working for you. Let's just stop with the complex additions to this. TP across.
I love that Eccles and co, though, are just changing up positions so often here. It's like, let's just go to a different spot so we can all have an even spread of kills. Link's the only one that stays on A.
Sharing is caring. That's what. Okay, not even looking at Scream. He's giving a free one. Spots a second on the fade back. Drops the eye, but doesn't want to commit to it. If anything, that could serve as an info play if you hear the operator
Look
swing
how
up.
far they've got. Link might not be aware of this.
He catches him in the corner of his eye. Now you're in danger. Link knows where you are. Swings for the second player. Gets him, but now just on 11 HP. Not even going to wait for his heal. He just goes out for it. 5 seconds left on his heal, and he's pushing up. He doesn't give a damn. Falls eventually, but it's a 2v4. It's not likely that they lose this anyways, especially not with Echoes doing whatever the hell that was. Running and shooting, not accurate. And another kill in for Vodafone Giants. The potential is there. Only 30 seconds on the clock, though.
Fatino needs to be so careful. Eccles is repositioned, though. He's in a great spot. Easy shot this time around. He wasn't moving. He goes to get into it, but it's already been handled. Another round for Liquid. Link, work on your walls, but don't work on your headshots because they were looking real good. He just is on next level confidence this game. We said about him yesterday, he just had razor sharp aim, just seemed like he couldn't miss. But this one was insane. It's like, you didn't even know they were this close.
He has 11 health and he's pushing this guy. Like, and then he goes and pushes elsewhere. He could have waited 2 seconds. And normally, if you know me, I'm gonna freak out about that. But I just you
Doesn't
can't.
matter.
You can't. The dude's 19. That was his second death of the game. What?
He technically, right, if he healed, he would probably be on 21-1 right now.
Most likely. I think I'll confidently say that. And again, don't send much hate towards Vodafone Giants. I know that the typical thing whenever a game like this is oh lol,
No,
they're
this
bad.
is
It's
that
like
match.
Liquid are so damn good.
Fatino with the knives again. He's only good for 1. Cryptix needs to be careful. Or not. 26 health, and he's just going to run
Yeah,
out.
just go
back
for
into it. Why not?
He's
Finds out where the last player is going to be.
And then he's gonna
there
swing
he
on him.
is.
Lucky step back there.
Yeah.
That's like Final Destination.
Link's up for it, though, isn't he, of course? Just playing on his walls.
He's being injected. I'd pass out at this point.
You will not kill my
Link's just getting the revive in for just absolutely no reason, you know.
4K.
Not
for
even
Cryptix.
around. They're switching.
It's like a 4K for Cryptix, and you're like, yeah, that's another one. Another one on the books. But no, in all seriousness, the reality for Vodafone Giants, and we stand to what we said at the very start of the game, they should not be winning this. It would be a disgrace for Liquid to lose a map to Vodafone Giants. It shouldn't happen. And I know I've had people in the past, particularly like owners of orgs, whenever there's like a massive upset, and they're like, yeah, we knew we were going to win from the start. It's like, I imagine if Vodafone Giants took a map off Liquid, if they were being honest, they'd say, yeah, we didn't expect that. Like, we were hoping for it, we tried, but we weren't expecting it. And that's really the only honest approach in this situation, because Liquid are so far ahead. Individually, they're insane players. They're tactically, they're miles ahead. Their coordination is better. Like, Vodafone Giants, they can get there. They have some good players,
Revealing area.
but right now they can't compete. They shouldn't be competing either. It's not like they're underperforming.
And they put up a good fight yesterday, right? They showed us what they could do.
No, honestly, I think they the potential for them coming in as an unknown team to reach top 4 is there.
It's just a different caliber.
Yeah.
Liquid are one of the best in the world. Nip currently not quite there. Giants a bit further down from there. Oh, Yuri. Tempting fate. Puts the wall up just in the nick of time. That's actually perfect timing.
The
They're gonna
patience.
back away from it.
The patience to not play that for so long as well. Even after he'd peeked up and heard players close, and he just held it and held it and held it and eventually goes
baited
for
it out, yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Ooh, Yuri. Can you land it? You need to pick up this kill. Right on the edges. I wouldn't play that position because they can see your feet. I'd go back around that corner. That's more like it. They're all there. No one wants to even challenge it. Now the wall's gone. It might be where Liquid start to act. Scream and Eccles. They're up to it once again. They just make it look so easy. Soulcast is just running with his boombot at this point. He's like, oh, hi, friend. We're just like buddies. Run along. Normally you let this scout ahead and he's just like, let's have some fun. Nice shot though for Tino. Tino and Donk do have really good aim.
They do. They're really impressive players. They're the ones I'm kind of talking. They're the ones I'm talking about when I say they can do a lot later on screen.
Oh.
4K to finish it off as well. That little fade down, so beautiful. 12-1. We might not even see a proper buy round from Giants on the second half.
This could be the most one-sided game. We've got a 13-3. This could potentially a 13-1. The most dominant round we have had so far in the tournament. Oh, look at him. Oh,
teddy bear.
Forgive me.
What a bit of teddy bear.
Forgive me.
I love the
Forgive me.
voices that come in.
Oh, no.
Nope. Embarrassed. No.
Oh, no, don't say that. That'll be mean. Come on. Embarrassing. 12-1. This is the scoreline now for Vodafone Giants that ain't looking all too
dear.
good.
Oh,
They're being
dear.
absolutely torn apart. Just starting this round out, Team Liquid are leaving nothing on the court. Out they go. Scream with another headshot onto Dong. Let's see a one-tap from you. He's spraying away. That's where he's made the mistake. Taken down by a stinger. That's going in Jomba's frag highlights. And unfortunately, that's one of 3 or 4.
Sometimes it just be like that, Mitch.
It
It
do.
just be like that. 2 versus 4. Make
1
that
versus
1.
4.
It's only the Sage that is left.
With a stinger. Of all the weapons, a stinger.
Oh, he's about to meet Link. Mr. Razor Sharp, Mr. Headshot, Mr. Aim. Ooh, we're playing peekaboo, peekaboo. Now the head gets ripped off. Of course he gets a headshot to end it with. Link with a phenomenal game. Link with a clean 2-0. And the best game we have seen scoreline-wise in the tournament so far. Liquid are looking hella good. And they just showed us that doesn't matter who they play up against, they will